Right, so welcome back to another episode of Put the Phone Down with me and Meg. I hope you're all having a good Easter. We've got lots to discuss on this episode. We've kind of, every time we've done one of these podcasts, we've like learnt every time from like our mistakes and trying to improve it each time. But yeah, this is like an Easter episode, kind of a bit of a catch up of what we've been up to. So yeah, what have we got to talk about, Meg?
Just what we've been up to, really. Aside from like our new little setup and things, because this is brand new, isn't it? This little
it is brand new,
roadcaster.
yeah. I like to say, after a lot of people wanting podcasts, due to high demand, I don't know why, but this one seems to have like kick-started a few other podcasts in the industry, well, in the areas. But yeah, it seems to be doing well.
But I think it's good because obviously we're still in like 3-4 weeks into coronavirus lockdown, basically. And for us to be able to, like with this kind of equipment, still do stuff from home and stuff like that, it's like, no, it just makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? So well,
that's the thing. That was the main reason why I got that, because we've got a podcast. Can't really mention it as such because it's still not been launched yet. But this device allows us to bring people in.
Yeah.
I might actually bring someone in later on to see it, see
just
what,
to test it out.
Just to test it out, see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny because we were walking down the canal the other day. And someone stopped us and said, "Oh, I've watched your podcast," and it's just weird because I never thought many people would be watching it.
No, I know it's good, and bearing in mind it's not like one of our mates; it's just someone who you just know. So it's good, it's nice. But yeah, so like I said, we're into I think week 4 of coronavirus lockdown.
I think so, yeah.
At least week 3 anyway.
To be honest, it all feels just like one day to me.
Yeah, I know, it's all blurring in now. It's weird because I think initially I felt like I was dealing with it quite well, but then I definitely have my down days with it. Like I just didn't, you don't really expect to feel like down and stuff like that.
I know what
but
you mean.
It actually does, it does affect you after a while. And I've been fine like most of the time, but then sometimes I'll just have a day where I'm like, oh God, I'm feeling it today. And it's like working from home all the time and just the novelty's worn off with going on walks and stuff like that. So I don't know, but you're just gonna deal with it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, with you don't seem to be like as bothered by it.
No, I've just been keeping busy. I've just got like we've got like an influx, the right word?
Yeah.
An influx of websites come through. So, and we've got a lot of internal projects that we've been working on ourselves.
Yeah.
So for us, well, for me personally, I've just been keeping busy, just purely working all the time. But I've got to the point now where my eyes are like killing me because all I'm doing for 17 hours of the day is just watching a screen. Yeah,
because it's different, isn't it? Because usually we're either on the laptop or we're out doing videos and stuff like that.
And it's like you say, you're out on shoots, you're going to meetings. Because like my days are normally quite chaotic anyways. I'm normally here, there and everywhere. So I normally get my work done in the evenings, like design work. But now, because of no interruptions, it's kind of just like, right, wake up all day. Yeah. I'm there, my eyes, I've ordered some glasses, not glasses like prescriptions ones, but the blue light ones to try and, I don't know, just preserve my eyes because I've got good eyesight. I've got a good eyesight up to now, and I don't want to damage it.
You don't want to damage it.
And if these things go, I can't make videos blind, can I?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess we've been up to bits, getting work done and stuff, and just trying to fill our time as much as possible with kind of what we can do, really.
Yeah, because we're like you said, we're redoing our website. We've got a little like sub brands that we've launched. We just launched one recently, Fitness Individuals, because we've got loads of fitness content. Yeah. And I don't want to like dilute the brand that we've got so far. So we kind of, my thinking of that is just kind of create sub brands. Yeah. Still within creative individuals, but we can just purely focus on that niche market then to kind of just push out content for the fitness industry. And it seems, I mean, it's only got like 10 followers. I think I launched it the other day, but the amount of people that's inboxed me on my personal things, I know it's such a good idea.
Yeah, it's good that.
But then I'm like, well, bloody like the page.
Yeah. We need the support. So no, I think it's a nice time for us to be able to like try other things and stuff like that. Are you messing around?
Yeah, I'm just messing.
I feel like I've gone really loud now. Yeah, it's like a good opportunity for us to kind of do things that have been in the pipeline for a while, and like the ideas that we've had, we can start actually implementing them now, which is good. And to be fair, it's not like we've got that much downtime. It's just we're taking the opportunities to do it.
Definitely, yeah.
So it's worth it. We're also binge watching a bit of Netflix as well, and Disney.
Oh, we got you into Star Wars, haven't we now, Meg? You know, strong with the Force, the dark side of the Force, though, not the good side.
I'm not the dark side. I'm the good side.
No, you're a little Yoda, you.
Yeah. What are them ones that I find really funny?
Ewoks,
yeah.
Little teddy bear things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been telling you should be watching it, but now's the time.
I think I've finally given in.
Yeah, because I think it's the reason why you do want to watch all the Star Wars episodes is so we can watch the is it Mandalorian or whatever it's called?
Yeah, Mandalorian.
Because I've been out. I used to be obsessed with Star Wars when I was younger, like obsessed. Like I used to play all the games. I used to have like little figurines and like jump around my room thinking I was like flipping Darth Maul or whatever. But then since I got with you, it was just like a complete ban on Star Wars. So basically, give her some hate for hating on Star Wars. But she's a Star Wars expert now.
To be fair, I'm definitely not an expert. I'm far from it. I don't mind the story. I guess I wouldn't sit there and go, "Oh, I'd love to watch Star Wars tonight." Like,
yeah, the thing is, it's weird because I remember watching the old ones when I was younger. When you watch them now, they're a bit shit, aren't they?
Yeah,
like the quality of them, and they've like overlaid some really high tech, weirdly looking animations over the top, which just looks a bit strange, anyways. But yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm excited to see the next 2 or 3. I can't, but for me, because we had this debate with someone over a Zoom call the other day. So, like for me, Star Wars, you watch the old ones first because it's 1, 2, 3, and then the newer ones or the middle ones second. No, other way around. Sorry. Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clone, whatever the next one is. New Hope. Yeah.
Because that's how the storyline goes.
That's what I mean.
In the time they were made. It's the story.
It always confuses me trying to explain that because I explained it to your dad and your dad was like, "What the hell are you going on about?"
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. And then the last one is that the one that I went to watch at the cinema and I fell asleep.
Yeah. So you're redeeming yourself, really? No, because you went for Elliot's birthday, didn't you? And you fell asleep.
I was really hungover.
For a change.
For a change, yeah. Well, I was really hungover. We were on the front seat, and I fell asleep. I've never known anyone to fall asleep.
That's literally all you've been doing in this isolation. Is just it's a Monday. I could just have a gin and tonic and like
sort my life out. It's
and then at the weekend you was dancing on your own in the dining room, just like. Jay, put this vinyl on. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm there trying to have like a relaxed evening and I just had to keep getting up to change music for you.
It's funny though, isn't it, how I chose to put vinyls on out of everything.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, because you said to me, put some dance music on or music I can dance to. So I started just playing whatever and then the vinyls had to come out. But then the next day you plan to do an exercise thing with Jen.
With my cousin, yeah.
Over Zoom.
And my aunties and my sister.
So what was it, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
So 10 o'clock they had it scheduled in. Mm-hmm. You were up till about 2 o'clock drinking whatever you were drinking.
Lots of wine.
But you were leathered.
Yeah.
And then 10 o'clock I thought, I'll have a nice lie in, chill out. She was like, you woke up, you're like, oh, my head banging. Jake, come and do this exercise. And I'm like, wait, what? She was like, because I'm rough, you have to do it. I'm like, how does that make any sense?
God, you need to support me when I feel like that.
Yeah, but I'm shit in the mornings anyways. I'm like half asleep jumping around the garden like a bloody ninja, just like doing lunges and stuff.
To be fair, like I did better than, I mean, just even getting up for it, I'm surprised I did. I just wish I was one of them people who's like, oh, I'm not drinking throughout isolation. It's no drinking isolation. And it's like, with me, I'm drinking more.
Well, I was meant to be doing that. I actually did really well until last Saturday when I got forced into drinking.
You did.
You all had me. You had all of you had me in an headlock, pouring vodka down me and whiskey down my throat.
I went to the shop and I said, "Am I getting your wine or not?" And you said, "Yeah, go on then. You can't have tapas night without wine."
Yeah, that's true.
Word for word.
Yeah, that was true. I'll give you that. But
don't forget, I've got a much better memory than you.
That is true. But the thing is, I was sat there at the table. I had like a few glasses of wines, and I was like, it was like sophisticated. And I was looking around thinking, everyone else is pissed out already here. What's going on? So then I thought, right, got to catch up, crack open the whiskey. Just drinking neat whiskey. I think drunk like 3/4 a bottle of it.
Yeah, you did. You drank a lot.
Johnny Walker's Red Label. It's not the best as well. It's like it's a blended whiskey, so it's not the good stuff.
The good stuff.
But yeah, it's been good. I mean, I'm enjoying it. They have days where I'm like, fuck, I just want to go out and go filming something. Like today, we did a bit of filming, and it just makes me realise how much I miss it.
No, it's just weird, isn't it? Because it's like the little things that you take for granted. Like, don't get me wrong, like I do enjoy staying in and like watching Netflix and stuff, and we'll come to Tiger King soon as well. But it's like, I don't know, I just miss going to the Trafford Centre just for a drive out and just going for a wander and grabbing some food or something. And it's like, it's nice to go for a walk every day, which is what we're doing, but the novelty wears off.
Definitely,
like especially because we're just stuck in Adlington, and it's like, well, I don't know where else to go now. We're trying to mix up the walks, but there's like maybe 4 or 5 walks I can think of. We used to do a lot of walking at the weekend, so it's kind of taken the novelty of off that. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I enjoy walking. I used to go walking all the time. I used to, if I just get up and go for a walk.
No, I enjoy it, but it's like when that's the only thing you can do, it's a bit like...
Next time when we go on the canal, take it parking rod with me and we'll go trawling.
Right, okay.
That's exercise. Fishing's a sport.
As long as I don't have to do anything and I can just walk.
Then all you have to do is just walk down.
Yeah. But
then you catch a big monster. And there you go. You're laughing, Meg.
All right, okay.
Right, Tiger King.
Yes, Tiger King. So weird. It's one of them, you don't even know where to start. When you start talking about it, it's like, right, where do I start with this?
I think they're just like bloody Simpsons characters, every one of them.
Isn't it? It's so good though. Like, there's a few people, like, when I said to my dad, I was like, you won't like it.
No.
I know for a fact my dad won't like it, but you've got to take it with, like, quite light-hearted. And I just think when it first started, it's one of them. It's like, even if you didn't want to watch it, you couldn't stop watching it.
It's just the story. You couldn't write it, could you?
No, I know.
But it's like the guy with one tooth in. Yeah. Could you imagine being the guy who was filming that? So he was like, right, we've got all the cameras set up, right, ready to start recording. Right, do you want to put your t-shirt on? No. And he was like, I bet the film guy was like, get in. We've got a nutter here. Let's get some videos of it. Yeah. Sat there like he's flipping hairy tattoos and all his hairy chest with one bloody tooth hanging out.
It was so funny. It's weird though, because like, it just like blew up, didn't it? Like all of a sudden, I just saw on Facebook, it was like everyone was like blaming Carol fucking Baskin for everything. And I was like, who the hell is this woman? So I thought, right, well, it's obviously something to do with Tiger King. So that's when I was like, we have to watch it. And I was going to watch it without you because I didn't think you would have enjoyed it initially.
Kicked off big time.
But then I thought, no, we'll save it. And it was just like, I think we binge watched it in like 2 days.
I know, yeah.
We watched it very quickly.
It's just because it's so, like, the story is that out there, isn't it? It's like, you couldn't literally write, if someone just came up with a storyline, you couldn't write what happened there.
No, of course you couldn't. And it's like all the twists and turns and stuff. Like, one minute you think like, oh, this person's a good person, they're coming in and they're doing this and that, and the next minute it's like, they're horrible. Yeah. Or like, because I don't know about Carol Baskin, you know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't think she's, I think there's definitely, I don't want to say she murdered her husband.
100% she did. 100%. Put it this way, right? If you fed meat at Tigers, which could happen at some point.
That was my plan.
Like you couldn't hide your emotions. Like if for example I went missing, you'd be I'd like to think you'd be crying your eyes out every day. Yeah. But if you fed me to the Tigers and it was an intentional thing, your reactions would be different. And it's like everything she said's like really scripted and word for word.
And it's like she like laughs at really inappropriate times, and she never says that like she misses him or she wishes she'd have known what happened to him and all this kind of stuff. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
So I think like, and if she didn't do it, then what she's saying really isn't helping her, because it just seems like she definitely did it. But the one thing I like this little theory at the moment is that Jeff Lowe is her ex-husband Don.
Yeah, I've seen.
They look so similar. Don't they? Yeah. So I think that's him. I really do.
We've got a friend that's met that Jeff Lowe.
Yeah, I know.
being one of the I'm not going to mention his name,
No,
so
we
he
won't
doesn't
say
get
anything,
into
yeah.
trouble. But we had a friend that was with all his tigers in with Jeff Lowe.
It's mad, isn't it?
And I think to know he's actually arrested, that Jeff Lowe guy. I think.
Is there?
Because I don't know if I've heard that they're bringing out another episode of the Tiger King.
Yeah,
which
so
that's
this
like
is what
today.
I wanted to get onto, that they're meant to be bringing out another one, but I don't know when it's coming out.
Right.
I'd love to know because I can't wait for it.
It's crazy.
So what that's meant to be?
Well, I'm assuming
as of today's date,
it's probably still, the story's probably still mental. It's still like going off on. There's probably so much more to unravel. But I think he actually has. I don't know. I mean, I might be just.
Because I think Tiger King was pretty up to date. Did it not go to at least last year?
Well, I've not
the
a clue.
filming,
I'm not too sure.
But obviously, you don't know at present day what's actually happened since they finished filming, which would be interesting. So if they brought out another episode, I'm well excited for that. But yeah, it was crazy. Sometimes, like, it's like when we tell people, when we recommend it, and I'm like,
that's what I mean. When you tell
you don't really know what to expect with it.
When you tell someone the story, it's like, what the fuck are you going on about?
Yeah.
But if you just laugh at them like they are just cartoon characters, then it is funny. But if you take it to heart a bit, like for example, your dad would be just like, fucking idiots, get them off the screen.
Dad would just complain.
Where we just laugh at them, if you know what I mean. It's that sort of thing.
Some bits of it are a little bit sad, but you kind of got to expect it. It's a documentary, isn't it? So you've got to expect that.
Yeah, definitely. But it is funny. But I think she murdered him 100%.
Dear.
Even if she didn't, she did in my eyes, because it's just a better story, innit?
She doesn't cover it up very well.
And even a new husband's a complete weirdo.
He's really weird.
Isn't he?
Yeah. There's some characters in it, and I just think.
Do you not think it's mad that people people like that exist?
Yeah, no, like we're calling them like characters. They're not. They're real people. But it looks like someone's genuinely set that up.
Imagine if you had an English equivalent of Tiger King. Who would be the Tiger King that you know?
Oh God, I have no idea. See, the thing is,
or what kind of person would he be?
What kind of person?
Like, for example, over there you have like rednecks, that sort of thing. But would it be like a?
See, I think things are a bit more. I don't know, over here. I don't know, because no one has exotic animals over here that I know of. Like, no one has independent zoos. There's just the zoos.
I might buy some and label myself the Tiger Prince.
Tiger Prince. That doesn't sound very good.
No, it doesn't, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No, I think I don't know. It's weird. I just think if it just wouldn't happen in the UK. I don't think at all.
That's the thing. Like, I just can't. I mean, maybe people in America would think that like it couldn't happen over there. Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, because it is that big. Like, I don't. Whereabouts is it based? Is it Texas or something?
No, I can't remember where it is.
I just think anyone who's it's weird. Anyone who's like rednecks, I instantly go to Texas. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But Texas is huge, and there's probably loads of places.
Yeah, probably.
Shows how little I know.
Loads of places everywhere. You don't know, do you? But
how much little I know about America.
I feel like I want to watch it over again, but I think it's too soon to watch it again. Seeing as we've just finished watching it. So.
No, we can't watch it again. We've got to finish off the Star Wars Sega or whatever you call it. Saga. Sega Mega Drive. Fuck's sake. Why is my English just so shit?
Know. Sometimes I'm just like, where did you get that word from?
Not a clue.
Just makes me laugh.
This is one reason why I'm going out with you, really, is for you to correct
using me for
using for your English, because I literally write when I've got a really important email to write. Just go. Does that English write that?
Is that good English?
Is that good English?
No, I think in fact, if anyone's got any Netflix recommendations or any series recommendations, please let us know. Because at the moment, I don't know what I want to watch.
I'm surprised you've not gone on to more murder documentaries.
Yeah, but you always complain when I watch them, so I think...
Yeah, no, because I feel like you're going to... But I have to sleep with one eye open. It was when we were in Malta, there was like every night I'd come home and you just sat there in a dark room watching murder documentaries.
Yeah, I went through a bit of a phase there.
Strange. Yeah, strange person. I was like, did I need to be worried here or what?
Do you know, though, there's this thing... I'm sure I've spoken about it before and I can't remember when it was, but there's a program called, called Dark Tourist.
Mm-hmm.
and it's tourists who enjoy going to places where
I've
there's
heard
been
of
like
this.
murders or wars and stuff. Honestly, I find that stuff so interesting. Like real life murders and like the psychology behind like murderers and psychopaths. It's just well interesting. And I love like law stuff.
Law stuff.
That sounds
No
like the
lawyer
most-
has ever said that
I
in
know,
their entire
I'm
life.
so sorry. Any lawyers, I'm really sorry.
Law stuff.
Anyone who's actually into law, I'm really sorry. I'm so
Andrea would be going, what the hell is
uneducated.
going on here?
You'll
Law
be
stuff.
really angry. No, anything like in court and stuff like that, you know, where it's proper, oh my God, why can't I think of these words?
Law stuff, innit?
Yeah, just lawship, man. No, I think, yeah. Anyway.
When you ask Andrea what's he studied, just law stuff.
Just law stuff, you know.
I loved it when we met him in Valletta that time, when
Yeah.
we went over last. When was it? No, that it seemed like 2 seconds ago.
No, that was some of that when we saw him. No, it wasn't.
No, it can't have been.
That was January when we went
Yeah,
over.
January.
Yeah, yeah.
So we went to
before all
Valletta
this
for
happened.
for one day, and I'm there with my ripped jeans, like looking like a bloody weirdo in my Converse. And then we saw Slick Rick Andrea with his slick back hair, suited and booted.
If you don't know Andrea,
He's
he
a
looks
legend.
like
He's
the
the don.
Italian
He's the
mafia.
don of the mafia.
Yeah, and he's crazy. Despite his very sensible outlook,
I know, yeah.
he's crazy.
No, crazy makes him sound like he's.
Oh
should
no,
be in a, no,
in a good way.
He's in a good way. He's a good laugh. He's a good lad.
Yeah,
And he is very kind. He's one of a number of people I'm glad I've met in Malta.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I want to have him on the podcast. I think he'll be funny.
Oh,
He'll
yeah,
have so
will
many
be.
stories, and we could talk about law stuff as well, Meg.
Talk about law stuff. I have actually, when I was drunk in summer, he came out with us all to Jampula, and I actually got into a really deep conversation with him about law stuff, but I was really drunk. But I'm sure I used all the right terminology then, so maybe I sounded clever. But
Just people like law stuff, bitch. like with putting an
putting
accent
on a
on.
posh accent.
No, for anyone who doesn't know, Jampula is like a clubbing village
yeah.
in Malta. You need to go there. It's
Yeah, it's
class.
really good.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
What else have we got to discuss?
Just I guess what we've been up to really. So aside from Netflix binging and working,
I know
and
we've been
stuff,
doing a lot of Skype, video calling with people,
with
haven't we?
family. Yeah, I think it's so important because there's been like my side of the family, a couple of people who've done quizzes and stuff like that, and we get everyone involved and we all do a FaceTime and stuff. And obviously we did it with your
Christ,
family
yeah.
a few days
So,
ago.
just to put things into context, Meg's family, you've got a huge family, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got how many aunties and
I
uncles?
think on my dad's side, he's one of 7 or 8, I think.
Bloody hell.
And then obviously I've got all my cousins underneath that as
So,
well. So
first time I met them all at a family party, and this is another weird thing as well. They've all got different names.
yeah.
So, Vin is also Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Dave is also Gravy. Darky is also Mark. So I'm like, I'm Blue. I'm like, I'm like, and she's saying Vin. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's loads of them, and I had to jot all the names down in a notepad. But they're all brilliant, aren't they? They're
Yeah,
absolutely ace.
So-
Gravy listens to the podcast.
he does actually, yeah.
He'll be buzzing.
Yeah.
I want to get him on as well because I bet he's got quite a lot of decent stories of all the travelling he's
especially with
done.
all his travelling, yeah. But we had our like quite civilised Unsworth Zoom call the other day, Unsworth quiz, and then we had the Rainford McDonald's
So
Friday
yeah,
night
like on the
quiz.
laptop there was like how many different windows of people speaking.
There was a lot of people.
And it was like very quiet. Questions were answered, and it was like everyone didn't speak over each other.
Yeah.
We tried to organise it. The Rainford family. We've got a small family. They're all pissheads. There was four different chats. It was my mum and dad, Leah and Jack, Ian and Sarah, and then me and you. So
And your grandma and
and grandma and Stuart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So there's
So
five.
there's
chats.
five chat squares, whatever you want to call it. Honest to God, it was the most stressful thing I've ever done. And because Ian and Sarah were blathered by
Yeah.
it, so I think they've been drinking all day because it was
Yeah.
a Friday or Saturday.
Friday, I think.
My mum and dad are rubbish with technology anyways, and the washing machine were blasting off in the background, so I had to repeat. I was basically shouting every question, and it was just chaos, wasn't it? Everyone was speaking over each other, and it was just...
Stuart got his guitar out.
Stuart's telling jokes, getting his guitar out, playing music. I'm like, what the hell is going on about? But the thing is, though, all the questions I thought were quite easy and not proven...
Do you know, I'd use that, because... Obviously, we did the quiz for that one, didn't we? So we arranged that one, did all the questions and stuff. I'd use them questions again.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
they were really good.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they weren't that difficult questions, but I think
there was a good mix, I'd say, yeah.
But it was funny. It was a good laugh. It was a good laugh. Just chaotic. The difference between the two were just, madness.
No, it was
you pre-questioned, yeah? What? Yeah. And all you can see is like ears next to the laptop.
I know. It was funny.
And then Ian and Sarah kept going, thinking that they've
pretend we're frozen.
and
Ethan would be in the background,
walking. Ethan was dressed as a donkey, wasn't he?
Ethan was dressed as a donkey, yeah.
Ethan's a little one.
Your younger cousin, isn't
He's not. It'd be a bit weird if he was dressed as a donkey and he was our age.
An adult, yeah. That would be strange.
Yeah, but like
you've got a bit of beef with Zoom, though.
Yeah, I have got a bit of beef. I don't know why everyone's downloading it.
I just think it's because everyone's downloaded it, it's an easy platform to use now.
It's the thing, but like Skype's always been a bit of a... Like for video calling platforms for me, you've got Facebook Messenger, which is easy for like quick video calls.
Yeah.
Skype, which for me is just a pain. You have to like create an account, download the app.
Yeah, I've never liked Skype.
Well, you've just said you never liked Skype. Zoom is pretty much the exact same. The same concept. You have to create an account, download it, and create a Zoom account.
Oh, yeah.
Where with Google Hangouts, everybody's got a Google account.
Yeah, but that messed up for us the other night, Google Hangouts.
Yeah, because our internet were rubbish. Because we were the host. Because when you're hosting a Google Hangout, it uses your internet.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is, for me, it's I can have up to 250 users on mine.
Yeah.
On a unpaid one, you get 10 people and you're not limited to 40 minutes. So why everyone's using Zoom is just, that's my beef.
I know. It makes me laugh because you're so adamant that you won't use it. Because for your family quiz, I was like, just use Zoom because literally everyone's downloading it because everyone's using it. So it's like, just use Zoom. And you were like, no, I'm not using Zoom. I don't have to use Zoom, so I'm not going to use it.
It's easy just sending a Google Hangout link. They click it, join the chat, boom, done.
No, I know.
But that's the thing. What you were saying, it's easy to use. Like, for my family, all I did was a little Google link that you have to click.
I know.
Takes you to a page, and then you just click join chat.
Yeah.
2 clicks you need to do.
Yeah.
And that's just the easiest process ever. With Zoom, you have to create an account. Trying to speak that up, trying to like get that across to them over the phone would be a nightmare.
Oh, it was funny.
It was good fun though. I want to do it again, but this time I want to be answering questions. So Lee and Jack can...
I think we'll do it with your family again, but we've got our friends want to do one as well, so I think that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
But the one that I was going to download, and I'm very glad I didn't now, was House Party.
See, I've got a bit of a conspiracy theory behind this as well.
Here we go.
Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theories again.
Well, no,
Let's go.
Apparently the people who hacked it was... I don't know why they would do this, but the people who designed Fortnite.
Oh, really?
I don't know where I've heard that, so I might have dreamt it, so don't hold me to it. But we'll have to research into it. But I'm sure that's what I've heard.
So that's just something you've heard.
But I think it was either very vivid in a dream or it was Fortnite who did it. But
you need to remember where your source is if you're going to say.
Yeah, but I can't remember what I had for dinner yesterday. So
yeah, that's true.
That's like I say, if it's with things like when it comes to like booking stuff in advance, if it's not on my calendar, it literally doesn't exist in my mind because I've got that much crammed up there.
I know.
It's I need to free some space.
But why do you think like the makers of Fortnite would make House Party and did they make it? Or?
No, I think they were the ones that hacked into it.
Hacked it. Ah, right.
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, let me have a look. Yeah, let's sing while I look for this because it's going to bug me otherwise.
No, I don't need to sing. I've still got stuff to talk about. Because I'd read... So I got a message from the girl saying, Meg, have you got House Party? And I said no. I was like, but I think I'm going to download it. So the girl's like, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. But then I've not heard from anyone close to us that they've been hacked, but it's everyone on on Facebook and stuff. So you never know. It might be like fake news.
All right, I know I've got this completely wrong. So the House Party app is owned by the creators of Fortnite.
Right.
So there was kind of a link. That's
Yeah.
just my selective hearing.
Right.
Also, Fortnite is
So
in Gears
they
of
own
War.
it.
Gears of War and Fortnite were made by the same owners.
All right. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
So basically, got hacked. How did it get hacked then?
I don't know. You just said Fortnite hacked it. No, I don't know how it got hacked. I don't know who hacked it. But all I'd heard was people's like, not just little things like it went from people's phone apps.
Well, I've got one here from the Business Insider saying people are blaming House Party for their Netflix, Spotify accounts getting hacked, but House Party says it's no evidence of a breach.
All right. I don't know. That's just what I read. So like, but it wasn't just like Netflix and Spotify and stuff. Like people were saying that like the mobile banking had been hacked and everything like that. And I think what it was is that people were saying it was a coincidence that they downloaded the app and all of a sudden things are getting hacked on the phone. So since that, for me, I don't trust that app.
Yeah,
I've got Zoom.
I'm weird me because like when a trend happens, I'm like I try to just go off it.
No, I know you do.
I don't need that. I'm weird and I do it all the time.
But sometimes I do think it is easier. Like with all my family, they've all got Zoom.
They've all got Google accounts as well, Meg.
I know they have, but they don't know that.
Yeah, but you literally just click a link.
It would take you longer to explain to them, you've got a Google account, I'm going to send you this, you've got to click a link. Whereas all you have to say to him is, have you got the Zoom app? They'll go, yeah. And you go, right, I'm sending you a link for Zoom. And they'll get it.
No, I'm not with you. Google all the way. I'm a Google fan though. I've got everything Google.
Yeah, that's true.
I use Google Suite, Gmail.
Yeah.
All about it, Meg.
No, I use Google Hangouts as well, but I just...
Is there anything else?
No, I don't think so.
We've got half an hour that we've recorded for. We've got a few little sound bites as well that I need to load up a few onto there. So we need to make our own.
Yeah.
We've got.
You've not got that rock music on there, have you?
No,
thank God.
I will at some point though. I've got a few that's like, where is it?
Go on.
What the fuck, my future? Oh shit, dude.
Was that Chris still here?
Could you hear that then?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Why could I not hear it? Try it again.
Didn't make a dent.
There you go. Got another one as well here.
But my future's too bright.
There you go.
Future's too bright.
But you just wanted the good old-fashioned grand slam.
They're good though, aren't they? You can put
but
loads onto it. Loads.
The only thing is we need to make it a bit more like relevant for people who are watching.
Yeah, we
like,
need to create we need to make our own
make
like.
Our own.
What's that? And then we clip that up. We clip that up and then we use it as our own little soundbite.
Yeah.
If you think of a soundbite we can use, let us know. But I just want to keep it fun. I mean, I still don't know the direction of this podcast. It's kind of just going wherever we feel.
Everyone always asks us like, so like, where are you taking the podcast? And it's like, well, you know, we will get guests on and stuff like that, and a lot of our friends are business owners or they're successful in some way or another. So it's like we will have guests on, but then when it's just me and you, I just love the thought of just chatting.
Yeah. For me, like I think the core of it is this, where we just talk rubbish, talk whatever we want to talk about, because like I said, the main message for this podcast for me was for couples to put the phone down, and talk rather than just doing this, because that's what happens. So that's the main thing. But for me, I'd like to get people who are like successful in the industry, who can give a bit of value to someone. Yeah,
definitely.
If we can give them value along the way, then that's brilliant. Like I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out which way I want to go with it. But before all this happened, we had loads of guests lined up, and we've still got people lined up.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, I think it's just going to be me and you, and just talk rubbish for a bit.
I'm sure people can deal with that.
Should we try and phone somebody? I want to try it out. I don't know. See who we can get on.
Thing is though, you don't have to necessarily have.
Shall I ring my dad up?
Yeah, go on. I was going to go into something quite philosophical then, but it's
go for it.
What I was saying is you don't necessarily have to have a set direction of what you want to take something in.
No, exactly.
I think people base a lot of this stuff on like how popular it's going to be and stuff, but like I don't care. For me, I really enjoy doing this.
Me too. That's my
So,
my main thing for it is
yeah.
you do just feel good. Like you, and as well for me, it's just learning
Yeah.
because we're not podcast experts.
No, in no way.
We're not good at. I'm not good at speaking. It's a way for me to improve that. I'm
Yeah.
normally behind the camera, and if like we've failed a lot of things have failed along the way.
Yeah,
And it's just learning really.
Yeah.
Just
But
learning.
But it's like a few people have even said like it's pushed them to do their own because
I've seen
people
loads
are
pop
starting
up,
to
yeah.
see now how valuable or I don't know, just enjoyable they are to watch or listen to. Like
Definitely,
it's
yeah.
nice to be able to listen to.
Definitely. Let's
especially
ring.
if it's your mates and stuff.
Let's ring him up.
I might start eating my Easter egg.
Easter egg. What day are we on today? Monday.
Monday. Easter Monday.
What's happening?
Can you hear that? I can.
You can.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bet anyone you don't answer.
Hello?
All right, Leah.
Me?
You're on the podcast. How you doing?
I'm on the podcast.
Yeah. So don't swear.
Hi, everybody.
Right, Leah. The aim of this is you have to tell us a joke.
I don't know what.
Leah, have you been doing your TikTok videos today?
Yeah, been got one up today.
Good. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
not
seeing
done
that
too
one.
bad.
Yeah.
Good.
You lazy goat. Anyways, what have you been doing for your business apart from TikTok?
I did a video on how to curl your hair at home.
That's the one. There you go.
That's all you want to see?
Yeah, for anyone who's watching or listening to this, it's my sister's company's called Hidden Beauty Room. So go and check it out.
Yeah.
Put that on, Leah, because you're boring me now.
Right. 1 second.
Sister and brotherly love.
I know, yeah. It's weird, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's funny.
weird.
It feels like we're on like a TV show
know.
or a radio show.
Welcome to Put the
He's
Phone
a bit
Down.
preoccupied at the moment.
Why? What's he doing?
He's fixing the shower.
Oh, right, no worries. Right, we're just testing it out anyways to see if it works.
Alright.
Right, Leah. So thank you for having you on the show.
No, thanks for having me.
Right, see you later.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
It's funny, that, isn't
It's
it?
funny, isn't it?
There you go.
It's weird. It does sound like a radio show.
The possibilities are endless, Meg.
Bloody endless.
Right, I think that's enough from us because we're just going to ramble on.
Yeah, I'm also quite hungry as well.
Yeah,
Always
knock a
hungry.
touch. We can't do that, can we? Right, so if you've liked this episode of Put the Phone Down, make sure to like, subscribe to all our social media channels.
Yeah.
We're planning on doing more of these as we go on. But hope you're all staying safe and happy Easter from us.
Happy Easter. Ciao.